Good evening, Walker Valley seniors and parents. This is Mr. Acciona with some updates and information about the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Today is Monday, June the 8th.
And good evening, everyone. Just wanted to kind of go over a couple of items concerning our graduation plan that we have thus far. This should be our final plan in preparation for June the 18th. We're looking forward to hopefully a really nice evening with our graduates. To begin with, I want to let you know that senior baccalaureate and senior night will be a little different. First off, we'll have a video featuring the seniors who are receiving awards. That'll be kind of released on our social media and on the school website on Monday, June the 15th. It'll be a link to a YouTube channel site on our school website. You can see it there, but we'll also release it on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Likewise, we will also have a video featuring the baccalaureate speakers that'll be released the same way. The senior awards video, which would take the place of senior night, will be on Monday evening, and the baccalaureate will be released on Tuesday evening, 15th and 16th, respectively there. So talk about our plans for seniors on June 17th. First off, need all seniors to report to the auditorium by 9 o'clock that morning. If I have any seniors that are unable to attend the practice, I must hear from them in order to hold them a space. We'll be setting up chairs and everything and the lineup based on the number of seniors that are at practice. So that's why it's very, very important. I know that because schedules have changed a bit, we may have some seniors that are out of town. I've heard from 2 so far, but please send me an email by this Friday, May the 12th, if your senior will be unable to attend practice on June 17th at 9 o'clock. Any senior who does not appear and from whom I do not hear will not be accounted for in the program. So basically, we won't have a chair put out for them for graduation and some of the other planning elements that have to happen very quickly. We won't be able to do. So either let me know or be there. Be there would be the preferable option of the two, to be honest with you. Next, kind of want to tell you that we have a special luncheon that we plan for our seniors. Our cafeteria staff asked for the opportunity to feed them one more time. And during that luncheon, in the lunchroom, we'll have set up on all the TVs there and playing the senior video. We'll give seniors an opportunity to kind of fellowship a little bit and catch up as they're having lunch, but then we'll run the video at that time during lunch as well. After lunch, any seniors who have regalia to collect will go to the gym and get that. So any students who have honor cords, stoles, pins, medallions, or if they are part of a club or organization that will be giving out regalia, they'll need to go to the gym. The tables around the gym will be set up, or we'll have tables set up around the gym to disperse the regalia based upon the students' involvements. If you have a question, seniors, as to whether or not you will be receiving regalia, if on your senior exit survey you identified that you were an AP scholar, an AP candidate, or had a 3.0, 3.5, or 4.0 in anywhere in between those ranges as well, that would identify honors level status. If you have a diploma of distinction that you were identifying, you'll need to stop by the gym and get those items to go along with your cap and gown. Outside of regalia, there's to be no other decoration of the cap or the gown. Regalia is for that purpose, to identify students who have heightened academic standards or have achieved heightened academic levels. So no decorations, personal or otherwise, of the cap or the gown. Next, on the night of graduation, we're going to need, we're going to look at 2 plans. The first is our premier plan. What we hope will happen is graduation in the stadium. We'll begin the program at 8 o'clock, and that'll be the time when we will start marching the seniors to the stadium. So 8 o'clock p.m. in hopes that it'll be a little cooler at that point in time. We'll need all seniors to have reported and signed in at the auditorium by 7 o'clock p.m. All seniors will receive 6 tickets for graduation, and that'll happen at the end of graduation practice on Wednesday the 17th. This number is based upon the recommendations and guidelines laid down by the CDC and our health department in the event that we have to move the event inside. But there will be plenty of room. There will be room for some social distancing that we're going to establish in the stadium for graduates in the crowd. So for people that are coming to view graduation, there will be in the stadium, observers will be allowed to sit in areas not marked by tape. All 3 bleacher sections will be available for seating. And the entire ceremony, this is something I want everyone to be aware of, will be live streamed. We'll be using all the school's social media platforms and also YouTube. And we'll put the link for the live stream on the school's website so it'll be a direct click. You can tell family across the United States or the world for that matter, that if they go to our website, that's wvhs.bradleyschools.com, then they can actually click on the link and it'll take them straight to the live stream of the graduation ceremony. I want to talk a little bit about some other elements. First off, again, we're still in this graduation in the stadium. If individuals need handicap seating, there will be a form coming out at 7 o'clock this evening after this form is sent to you, and it'll identify, yes, I need handicap seating. Parking for graduation ceremony will be open at the football field. This is different than in regular graduation years. And then we'll have parking in the lower parking lot, which is the blue parking lot. We'll have a handicap section marked in addition to the existing handicap parking. And then we will not be running shuttles to the field. In years past, we've always used shuttles and used lower parking in the front of the school and so forth and so on, just to accommodate a crowd of 5,000 to 7,000. With the reduced capacity, we're going to allow folks to park at the football field. Really encourage you guys to carpool if you can. You know, that'll limit the amount of walking that folks will have to do. So let me show you a brief schematic just to kind of give you an idea. To begin with, I mentioned that we'll have handicap parking. So that's these areas right at the football field. You're looking at a bird's eye view. So here is where the graduation ceremony will take place. That's where the stage will be set up there. This is the home side bleachers, what we refer to as the band bleachers and the visitor bleachers. All of those will be open for seating. And the blue section here will be used for handicap parking. We would ask then that people fill up all the subsequent parking in that area then at the football field. And then overflow parking for observers will be in the Blue Hall parking lot, which is on this side of the building. We're going to ask that seniors, when they arrive, park on the gold side and in the gym parking lot around the greenhouse. This will allow them easy access through the gym lobby entrance here and over to the auditorium where they are to assemble. Okay, so just kind of giving you a brief overview of that and a visual. In our worst case scenario, we have graduation inside. The 6 tickets that students will receive, 2 of those tickets will be different colored. And those 2 tickets will identify the individuals to whom, or for whom the students will be allowed to sit in the gym, or students have selected these 2 individuals to sit in the gym. In the gym, observers will be asked to also social distance. We'll have that marked off. Now, again, this is our worst case scenario in the case of rain that evening. The central office has identified that June the 18th, it will be graduation for Walker Valley High School, no matter what, whether rain or shine. So this is our rain backup. So they're going to be marked by tape on the home side bleachers. Observers may sit in any area not marked by the tape. And then all other ticketed guests will be ushered upstairs to 2nd floor gold and 2nd floor blue and the media center. And the entire ceremony will be live streamed to all of our classrooms there. And what we'll do is we'll have a capacity that will be for each location. Once that capacity is met, then the next classroom will open and so forth and so on until we have all those classrooms filled. Every person will be asked to present a ticket to enter the building and to enter a classroom. So please hang on to your tickets. Those are going to be very important. Still on our worst case scenario, graduates will be socially distanced in the auditorium. So there's no way for us to physically socially distance the students, the graduates, in the gym and still have seating for individuals in the gym to observe this. So we're going to actually do something unique. We're going to socially distance the graduates in the auditorium, and we're going to simulcast or live stream the speeches to the other locations. At the completion of the speeches, then we will line up graduates and we'll move them from the auditorium into the gym and have them go across a stage that we'll have set up in the gym to actually have their diplomas conferred to them. And so that's the way we'll kind of do the conferment of diplomas in this setting. And then at the conclusion, in either case, in either scenario, graduates will need to go to the cafeteria after the ceremony, whether it be on the football field or it be in the gym, to actually receive their actual diplomas and their final records. This is a normal protocol we follow with all past graduations as well. Any loaned regalia must be returned at that time. We're going to ask that only graduates come into the cafeteria just to limit and kind of space out a little bit. So we're going to ask that parents and family just wait for their graduates outside the building, perhaps at cars and everything, or if it's raining, to wait in other areas of the building, and we'll have the gym open still in the auditorium to give us some room to socially distance during this time as well. And then seniors will need to return all the loaned regalia, and we'll have a listing for them when they pick up the regalia to let them know they're to return these items or to keep the items. And any outstanding fees that are still unpaid or items that need to be returned, this is the last point in time in which they'll be allowed to do that. If they do not have those items, their diploma will be held until their actual diploma will be held until those items are returned. Probably the best case scenario is to take care of outstanding fees or items that need to be returned on Wednesday the 17th.
Seniors, please know that we are working hard to make sure that this is a special time for you and your families. We know that these are unsure and unstable times, but again, we want to recognize your accomplishment after these 13 years of your academic career. We look forward to seeing you on June the 17th at 9 o'clock.